Hey, what's going on everybody? Mqzuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Boros control deck for standard best of one. I saw this sort of post on Aether Hub by the Rugged Wizard, and it was a Boros control shell, and I thought that was super interesting. So I am taking it and I am putting my own spin on it, and I am gonna try it out and see how it goes. So for the list we have Rebirth Militis, good against aggro, make sure we hit our land drops, get some life. Scorching Dragonfire, solid exile removal against Catavan, which I'm honestly super worried about. Justice Strike. I like this card against mono green, mono red, stuff like that. But against Catavan, it doesn't hit Priest, and I mean it kills Nissaland, so I'll try out one. But I like the more reliable removal in the form of Scorching Dragonfire. Maze Mind Tome is a new card from M21 that we got. It's really great in the early game, making sure we hit land drops, hit our answers, and gaining some life against aggro. But in the late game, it is really, really bad. Sorry, in the late game, it's good too, making sure we get card advantage. But in the mid game, it's really, really bad, where you're trying to actually, like, let's say you need to turn 4 Shadow this guy. What do you top deck? Maze Mind Tome, and then you're kind of just fucked from there. So we're not running 4, but I do think 3 is good as a solid glue card. 3 Clarion, wipe the board, stay alive. 4 Bone Crusher Giant, because 2 for 1, it's a good body, good blocker, and it can take out smaller creatures. Gideon Blackblade. If you can get to the -6, you can take out anything you want. Constant pressure for your opponent's planeswalkers. I'm going to test out one. We'll see how we feel about it. In the 4-drop spot, we have 4 Shatters, stay alive, same reason as the Clarion. 1 Outlaw's Merriment. I like this card. I know it's not great. 4 mana do nothing. I'll have the turn it's played, but it can be a win condition. And against certain decks that can't deal with it, it can just take over the game. 2 Karn the Great Creator, shuts down the oven, shuts down other artifacts, and it gives us access to an entire card wish board, which we can take a look at really fast. Exile the graveyard, make sure stuff doesn't come into the deck or graveyard. Get rid of Hexproof. We don't have anything to equip it to, but that's there. Exile the graveyard. Removal. Draw more cards. Also, we can copy our 2 Chandra's abilities, so I thought that'd be pretty interesting. 3 Spyglass, shut down Machina, shut down. 1 Masticore, get rid of Planeswalkers. This can be a sort of win con, also be really annoying for the opponent. Lopa Permanent, and Stonecoil Serpent. Protection from multicolored. 5-drop spots, we got ECD, and the Chandra Heart of Fire. I also wanted an excuse to play this card. It's a very awkward card, like it doesn't fit in many places, but I feel like Boros Control could be a fun shell, so we're going to test this out. In the 6 drops, we have M20 Chandra, Sally Rotating, we like this card, another win con, and Ugin in the top end, just 2 of. Yeah, mana base, don't run Windscarred Crag. I don't have the last 2 temples, and I'm not going to craft them because I'm planning on drafting more M21. But yeah, if you guys have the other 2 temples, put them in there. And we're trying out 2 Beacon because we have 9 Planeswalkers in the deck. So I don't want to go all in, but our mana tax isn't super heavy either, so I hope we're not going to get too punished for it. So yeah guys, deck list will be in the description below. Hope you enjoy the games, and we'll get right into them. Alright, and seems pretty good. I don't think I can complain. The beacon looking slightly awkward already. If I don't like them, I'll just cut them and add more planes and stuff. So we'll play this tapped. Looking like some sort of sacrifice thing. Because what else would play Footlight Fiend? Let's see what we're working with. Bitter Bones. And the oven. That we just love to see so much. We'll get down mountain, pass the turn. We'll open a Bone Crusher Giant. But we have turn 3 Clarion, turn 4 Shatter. So I think we're looking okay. What you got? Hold the Giant for something more impactful, like if he plays a Midnight Reaper, Also, if I stomp something, he just sacrifices it with the oven. Yeah, okay. So I think I hold my cards. Play out the beacon. Clarion here. And we have plenty of board wipes in this deck. Yeah, like if I stomp the gutter bones, then it basically just nullifies my Bone Crusher Giant. I don't get the adventure half. Double, sure. So I'm not gonna shatter a devil alone, so I'll get down a Merriment. And the reason we don't crack passage is because devil will ping me for 1. He might commit more things to the board and I can shatter it afterwards. Like a Dreadhorde Butcher, for example. Gets in there with his nice pimped out sacrifice deck. Footlight Fiend, no doubt. Gives me a 3-1 trample and haste. Okay, so I'll attack in because we're going to shatter this guy anyways. Opponent will take 3, and we will take a lot of damage from this interaction based on the sacrifice, the 1 and the 2. Oh yeah, he's pinging me down, alright. Get a tap land out. And Sego. I do run 26 land, and that can be a lot. What are we getting? Ooh, 1/2 human. Pings the gutter bones. Love to see it. Ping. You can eat it with the oven, but like, that's fine. Sure. Give me that birth. Pretty sure the token has haste. Get in there. I'm actually going to, well, I'll birth. I'll crack the passage right away because you can have devil. I mean, I can always hold it to bluff priority. But yeah, we'll just get down the passage. I'm gonna have to hit, like, priority anyways. Okay, that's annoying. He hovers my creature, which makes me believe he might have claimed the firstborn. Thin the deck out a little bit more. We'll grab a mountain so our births aren't as dead. And do I want to stomp this? We'll just put it in the oven, so no. What do we got? This rogue, which isn't great. The one I really want right now is the 2-1 with lifelink. Sure, we'll pink face. Ardenville can start making tokens, so we'll play it out. No need to shatter here. We'll attack with both, because even though he can block it with the Scorpion, we still get it for 1 point of damage. Just eat some food, that's fine with me. Takes it. I mean, he could have blocked for free, but like, no biggie. Claim. Sure. If he's going to sacrifice the wall, well, okay. So I'm gonna Bone Crusher Giant here, because if his sack outlet is Witch's Oven, then he has to use it here if he doesn't, if I, like, okay. If he uses the Witch's Oven here on the Scorpion, to like make sure I don't have my Bone Crusher Giant, then I get to keep my wall. Okay. And here, it makes it so that he doesn't get any, or no, he does get damage in. Which is awkward. Now he can get back his gutter bones. My bad, just entire brain fart trying to explain this. It's 1 in the morning for me, which is when I do most of my recording. Very professional, I know. And plays the gutter bones. So we'll make a 1/1. Oh yeah. Gain that life. And okay, if he hits me with claim, I'm in a pretty bad spot. So I think I'll hold back 2 block. Well, he just used the claim. You know what? I'll hold back 1 in the spirit of safety. Play this out. And I mean, he knows I have the plans, but whatever. Make it look like we might have something. They're flooding a little bit. But this Merriman has really been keeping us in the game. Getting this down turn 4. Hey, I recognize it's a bad card, but it does put in work in matchups like this. I can also make a 1/1 at instant speed. Act, yeah. So he did have a claim-esque effect. At least he takes 2 from the exchange. So, attacks in. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Well, I can block the gutter bones, but... No? Okay. So, I mean, I'll make the 1/1 here. He'll only have 1 black mana available. He can village rights this. He can play like any 1-drop. It's not really a big deal. Oh, Karn was on top. That would have been good. So make the 1/1. And we'll block the giants. He can gain a lot of life with the foods that he's racking up. If he finds a cat, we're going to be in trouble. But if we find a Karn, we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, that's 2. It's just one food. Well, I guess we'll ping down the gutter bones. Wait, is that just lethal? Hold on. No, it is not. I'm not doing math right now. Get down the tap land, and yeah, this really is a flood. 26 land, and it shows. Opponent hasn't even hit their 5th land drop. What you got? He can claim. I can make a 1/1. Castle really putting in that work too. Call. That's a good one. Not a fan of that. Definitely not a fan of that. Menace, Death Touch, no doubt. I always have Shatter in my back pocket. So this is gonna grow. No point in making the token because it has Menace. Or no point in making the token yet, I should say. We will make it now. What you got? Probably just hitting resolve on the oven. And we get him. Yeah, just outgrinded Rakdos Sacrificed. First game with the deck. Feels great. Alright. Game 2. Looks pretty good. We will get down a mountain to be able to have double red. We already have double white. Sure. Facing... Okay, so this and this makes me believe that it is some sort of Mardu deck that's been going around recently. Which, due to all our creature hate, we should have a pretty good matchup against. Okay, shocks in. I'll stop now. Doesn't change anything. Shadow the Sky. We'll shock in for Gideon.
I walk a righteous path.
Just give him something to put his damage into. If he so chooses, that is. Like, he can just always ignore my Gideon. He does not. Okay.
That was a good hit.
So I think I definitely attack in. Sure. No blocks. Love to see it. And I make sure I hit my land drop while still holding open Bone Crusher Giant. Make sure to plus the Gideon. Keep that loyalty up.
I believe in you.
Next turn we have Shadow the Sky. Opponent's already down to 10. He shocked in a bunch. Oof. Okay. So Judith is pretty good due to its indestructible nature here. Let's see where the attacks go. I figured it'd be something like that. Stomp the Ghost Rider. Get in that damage. Hurts. Okay, the wall is pretty good. I don't think I shatter here. Regardless, I am attacking it with the Gideon. Slowly. Oh, yeah, he just blocks. I could have shattered that attack, then he'd be in a worse position. We'll see what's on top of the deck. Chandra. I don't think you helped me. So my options are Karn, fetch an artifact. You can fetch a casket, play the Merriment, or play a Bone Crusher Giant. I think I like the Giant. It's a good blocker and it can start gaining life.
I will lend you my strength.
With Gideon on the battlefield. Which might be important. So this is definitely the Mardu and Oda list that's been cropping up lately. Because it, like, top 8 at a Pro Tour or a Red Bull, some sort of big event. Reaver. Savior. So now my Shatter isn't looking as good. Okay. I'll block the Enforcer. And I'll block here. Well, I can block the Judith and the Enforcer and take 0 damage, but I think I'm okay with this trade. Oh, and he blows up the Savior now. Okay. Second Shatter the Sky. Hitting my land would have been nice. If I shatter, I take 1, 2, I take 4. I think that's like fine. And I draw a card because Gideon's on the field. So that's a feels good moment. Nice. Hit the land. This is going to trigger a lot of times. Oh, it's non-token. Pardon me. Hit the land. Plus the Gideon. Get in there. No. He has to start respecting the Gideon. Like, this thing is going to kill him in 2 turns. Psycho's Triumph. Love to see it. Shocks in Feta Giganta. Is that just a concession? Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. Good game. And we still had plenty of answers. Yeah. Facing the aggro matchup. Felt amazing. Wait. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's go. So we'll start off with this. I mean, okay, it's not ideal, but we'll be able to hit our land drop on turn 2. Whoa, look at this lag. That's gnarly. Okay. By birth, get a land. Then next turn, Butcher becomes 3, and then I can start. I can Clarion it? Sure. So we'll grab the land. So, okay. I hope you guys notice a difference between the 2 games. All Clarion's looking juicy as all hell. But yeah, basically, I reduced noises and some stuff like that. That's why the game might be slightly laggier, but I'm pretty sure I fixed my entire issue with it. Like the fan noise in the background. So Clarion, huge draw. I actually would have gone for my wall there. But yeah, he's getting kind of low. We're okay here. Sorry, I'm just adjusting. Playing out this this game. Clean block. Easy destroy. Yeah, like, easy block. So, Bone Crusher Giant Tribal. We will crack here. We also have, like, Chandra Tribal low-key. Grab the mountain. And pass the turn. I can hold up double removal. See what he plays out. Okay, that's a Butcher. So I will crush the Priest. Ooh. Goes for the village, right? Nice. Picks up some cards. Sure. This is fine. This is all fine. I will block this wall and stomp this Butcher. I'll take 1, no problem. I mean, yeah. Let's go. 5-mana Chandra. Blow up the Butcher. That's a nice animation. Okay. Once it goes face instead. Goes for the Gutter Bones. That's fine. And he draws off the Lockthwain. Sure. So here I can blow up the Gutter Bones pretty easily. Doesn't cost me anything. Go for my own giant and play out the tome. Sego. We're not looking too bad. In a couple turns, we'll be able to gain some life off the tome. Claims my Bone Crusher. Sure. If he doesn't have a sacrifice outlet, I'll just throw it under the wall. Oh. If going for Chandra's like... It's like fine. Sure, I'll keep my wall. No problem. Deal 3.
You're just fueling my rage.
Mm-hmm. Village rights, that's pretty good. Could have also used Scorching Dragonfire to exile the Gutter Bones. Oven, yeah. Grab Gigantha, okay. So I'll scry here. Don't need another tome, but I don't want to waste another scry on it. And we found the land regardless. Alright. So here, I will ping face. I can shock in for a Chandra, or I can just hold up Dragonfire, Bone Crusher Giant, and drawing a card off tome. But I don't think that's the play. I think I get the Chandra down. Purely based on the fact that all his next turn really looks like is slamming Gigantha.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
Get those emblems ticking. We got that Chandra Tribal. Oh yeah. Let's go. What's it gonna be? Green on. Draws off the lock with Wayne. You love to see it. Burns himself for 3. He's digging, alright. Finds a cat. Okay. That can become an issue. I mean, I have exile and exile here. But you can always, like, play around it with the oven. Passage, no thank you. Dragonfire. Okay. So I think I just plus again. Hold open my exile removal. Get a better clock on him than he'll have on me. If he brings this cat back without oven protection, I'll just exile it.
No pressure.
And I guess we'll just go face with this Chandra. No point in targeting it with the cat. Sure. Let's see what you got. He shouldn't bring it back on end step because it doesn't actually change anything for him. Like, he can't attack through it. I'll get off auto passing in case he brings it back. Bring it back. Did he want to? He's thinking about it. I mean, if he draws a devil, it's so much better to have it, and can't exactly, like, get through my wall. He brings back the cat. Okay. So I will exile this one. So now that's just one more cat and one more gutter bones to go. Chandra triggers start adding up. Mayhem Devil. Brutal. Okay. Passage. See what he targets. Face. No surprise there. I can always blow it up with the Scorching Dragonfire, but he'll get a food, which is not ideal. Grabs the gutter bones back. Yeah, that's a play you can make. Okay. So I'm going to do this now. He doesn't have the food, so he can't bring it back. He can't sack the devil to the oven. Yes, it will ping me. Got a food back here. If he brings the cat back, I can exile it with 6 mana Chandra. He does. He can fetch back gutter bones now. Yeah, okay. So I think here I just... Thing is, I don't think I want to put a stop on my upkeep. I think I'd rather have the option to draw the card. Okay. So regardless, I go here. -1. Exile the cat.
Glad I can help with your not being on fire problem.
That's amazing. That was a beautiful voice line. And if I'm, like, I have to be careful, but I can gain life at any time with the Maze Mind Tome. So these triggers keep on adding up. He has not dealt with our Chandras whatsoever, but he has been dwindling our life total. Oh, he's thinking, alright. Slams Giganta. Sure. And recasts the bones. That's also fine. Okay, if that creature would die this turn, exile instead. Goes for claim on my wall. Sure. That's fine. So now I will draw off the tome, gain some life. Okay. And I will exile the Gutter Bones. Okay. And, well, I will do this. And he's just very dead right now. Oh, and Ugin. Yeah, I'll finish it with Ugin. He was dead regardless to the Chandra emblems. This Chandra. Oh yeah. Yo, this sacrifice matchup is quite good, even despite not drawing Karn. Oh man, this hand. Okay, just because we are on the play. We have all our mana colors, we have 2 board wipes. If this is against some sort of non-creature deck, we're actually screwed. But if we draw like a Birthon 2, we'll be okay. Let's go. Get stuck right in. What you got, Nico? Ah, it is mono green. Aggro, perfect. We draw a 2-drop, we don't. Feels kind of bad, but like, it's fine. This is fine. I feel like aggro is our best matchup. Like, we have so many sweepers, so much hard removal. Protection from multicolored. That is a hard feels bad. Okay, but at least we can cast Gideon on 3 instead of the Clarion. Plus it, submit 0. Gideon has put in some work against that Mardu and Oda player. But yeah. What you got on 3? Yorvos, so he'll pick up a card. Yeah, okay. So he eats Gideon, which is fine, like I expect this. If he didn't, our Shadow would have drawn us a card, which is just cute little interaction. It's actually kind of tough, but I do think we go for the Shatter. We can't take that much damage next turn. And if we draw the land, we'll have double removal. This card's really bad against Stonecoil Serpent. And our Karn not looking too hot. Basically being a lifelining the Cat Oven matchup. Not doing too much here, but we can use it to get some removal, like glass caskets or whatnot. Is he tilted that my Boros pile swept him on 4? Oh man. I really hope it's that. I really hope he got mad because he just got swept by a Boros control deck. Anything? Ah, it's the land off the Garenbrig. Sure. Sounds to its power. So I can get the Karn down and I can fetch an artifact with it. but then I don't have just the strike open, but I think that's still fine. Like, I'm not doing anything else with my mana. I don't want to just spend 2 one turn, and this is a 2-for-1. So what am I grabbing? I can grab Casket. I can grab a Meteor Golem. Let's just grab a Casket, have more removal options. Pass the turn. We might have trouble with a slightly bigger creature. And see here, he has to choose whether he attacks the, oh. Well, that's definitely a card if he eliminates the Karma, and he goes for it. Which I do think is the correct play. Chandra. Okay. Well, I'll probably just end up blowing up the Gargaroth and eating 5 damage. Missing a land drop isn't ideal. Anything? We'll let him go to combat. See what he wants to do. Any land, then we have Chandra next turn. If we play small creatures, we can just sweep them. Yeah, so definitely this. Any trick like Giant Growth doesn't save it. Just does the same amount of damage to itself. Uh-huh. Nice. Yeah, I'll take that 5. That's okay. And at the rate we've been hitting land drops all night, hitting our 6th land, yep, should not be a problem. Uh-huh. Grab a Plains. And we'll get Chandra going. He didn't spend his mana on anything else, which makes me wonder if he has like a Wildborn Preserver.
Explosively good pyromancer.
We will remove the Ceratops. Protection from blue does nothing against my deck. Oh yeah, don't run Jeskai because the green mages are attacking Ceratops. No, that's actually completely a joke. Jeskai control is definitely better than this. 2 lands off Ugin, so if he starts dealing with my board, then this will be a good way to come back into it. The main thing in his deck that doesn't deal with Ugin is, or that my Ugin doesn't deal with, is his Stonecoil Serpent, which we have an answer to right here. What's it gonna be? Scoos? Sure.
My heart beats in unison with the wild. You picked the wrong fight.
So that's kind of interesting. That means well, okay. If I Casket, I get punished for a Gem Razor, but it also means I'll have mana to make a 1/1, and Clarion could be better, like, eventually. So I think I Casket here. Ugin will deal with the ooze anyways. Get this down. Okay. Love Struck Beast. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. Green can still go wide. Uh-huh. What's he gonna pump? Okay, so that means if I don't hit the land, the Clarion looks Clarion looks pretty good. I guess I'll make the 1/1 even though I'm planning on wrathing. I do hit the land, it is tapped. Feels kind of bad, but like, sure. So like, I guess I try to bluff here. There's no reason not to. Yeah, you take the free block. Mm-hmm. And let's see what you got. Yeah, I'll take that. That is excellent follow-up. Don't want to let Vivian get to 5. That could end up being pretty bad.
My, how you've grown.
Uh-huh. We will slam good old Ugin down. Sure, we hit that 4.
I need to hone my skills.
So he does get the ooze back. Kind of a problem. Punished, but I think it was worth it. Uh-huh. What can you eat? How many things can you go in the graveyard? Quite a few. Okay. I am not a fan of that. Don't like that ooze coming back. Don't like it becoming a 7/7 the second it comes back. What do we have that kills it? Let's check the untapped. Ah, there. Finally opened. Oh man. I guess we have like Shatter the Skies. No surprise there. Goes after my Ugin. No? Yeah, go face, go face. Cause then I can... No, go face. Dang. Guy really went for my Ugin. Okay.
I no longer wish to stay.
Well, that draw is not it. Sure. I mean, I can play this, but it doesn't do anything. So, like... Yeah, I think we just pass the turn to make a 1/1. Not block, and then slam Chandra the turn after. And basically have this weird sort of thing where I try to, like, plus my Chandra while constantly blocking with the castle. This is obviously assuming that he doesn't draw any other threats for the rest of the game. Come on, we've been good. We've hit a lot of land drops. Maybe with my second Shatter. Mm-hmm. ECD doesn't do it. Yeah, I'll eat the 7. Ow. Doesn't feel too great. Okay. Troll and make the 1/1. That's interesting. That is interesting. How does this line up against the ooze? Guess pretty good, right? Plus I can make a 1/1. Alright, we'll go for it. Keep Chandra in our back pocket. Let's go. Also, we get so punished against mono green for earning merriment. Like, it's disgusting how bad this is. If he draws a Gem Razor, we're just fucked. Mm-hmm. Primal Might. Does he think he has lethal? I mean, I'm gonna block. Like, maybe that's what the 2 extra mana was for. Oh, I will block here. Okay, not good. Lifelink and haste, baby. Land. Alright. Lifelink and haste. So this doesn't actually spawn a 4/4. Okay, I can attack in -3, 5, and I'm still dead. So I definitely, like, cast this. Also could have just made a 1/1 blocked for both.
Get out of my way.
Now the question is, do I minus and try to take out the troll? Sure. Make it weaker. Feels kind of bad. Yeah, I know. But like, what other option do we have? Plussing? Like, not really. And this will still have lifelink regardless. And his removal should mostly be fight spell based. So this is essentially putting us at 6 life. And he draws the card. We get super punished for running Outlaw's Merriment, and we lose to Trample. Yep. Feels bad. Honestly, it was the turning point was when I got the ooze back from the casket. If it wasn't for that, we would have had this game. Alright. Interesting hand. But yeah, seems pretty good. Got a nice 2, 3, 4. I hate the fact that I just have these lifelands. I feel so scrubby. But it's okay, it's not worth the rare wild cards. I'd rather actually make different decks. It's okay. Scries end up being on top most of the time anyways, right? Right? Aggro. Yeah, our best matchup. Does that help me? Turn 2. Well, untap land actually doesn't sound terrible, but we have so much land already. I don't want it. Like, I have 5, I'm trying to keep a 6th. Okay, Dragonfire, like, can be good. We'll get the tome down. I can always blow this up whenever I want. Clarion on 3, question mark. If not, like, Clarion on 4 can be kind of funny. We'll see what he plays here. If it is a good old Rotting Regisaur, we are going to be some sad boys. Let's go, just Night Pump. Nope. Maybe a Spawn of Mayhem. Look at that. Look at me. Beacon. Untap land. Yeah, okay. It's like fine. Sure. This just saves me some life. I'll take 5 next turn. Like, it doesn't feel great, but it is what it is, and he might commit more threats because he's like, oh, that was his board wipe. Like that, but that actually does matter. Oh, that black aggro deck coming so fast. Make me discard. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna keep this land because the 1 life might matter. Like, hilarious. No, also I'm gonna put a stop here. Yeah, that's good. I'll keep that. We'll draw. Crack the old passage. Grab some white mana. And shatter the sky. Alright. So we're holding up removal. Potential card advantage. I'm not gonna scry here because I want to be able to draw cards with it. Okay. So here I play out the castle. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up just drawing a card, but I like to be able to have the option. Oh, you'll love to see it. Mono Black can't hack it with this Boros control. Alright everybody, we are back. I had so much fun playing this deck. I think this pile was an absolute mess, but I literally only lost one game, and it was to mono green. Played about 7 or 8 matches. I thought it was just too fun. A couple changes I would make. I don't think I'd run these beacons, or if I did, I'd run like a little bit more planeswalkers. Maybe you can try Elspeth or 4-mana Chandra for card advantage and really put on that Chandra theme. I liked 5-mana Chandra. I didn't think it was like anything super special. She's a good card. It can help you refuel in the late game. Honestly, the one Merriment, it won me that game against Rakdos Sack, and I lost so hard against Mono Green, but to be fair, I was going to lose that game anyways. But yeah, probably cut this and add something better, but we're in Boros. I can just run one. I'm going to permit that on myself. I like Justice Strike. Might want to consider any more of that. Maze Mind Tome is good too. Yeah, honestly, the deck performed really nicely. You'd be surprised. Maybe it was just this low sample size, but give it a go. Deck list will be on Aether Hub. Again, quick reminder, switch these out for temples. It'll help you out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for bearing with me through all these audio issues. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.